Rihanna didn't just attend the Met Gala, she practically was the Met Gala. Every camera was locked on her like she was the finale before the show even started. She's reached that level of fame where showing up late isn't rude, it's expected and iconic. Her presence feels less like a red carpet moment and more like a cultural checkpoint. When Rihanna walks in, fashion holds its breath. Kim has mastered the Met Gala like it's a Kardashian franchise spin-off. Whether people love her, love to hate her, or pretend not to care, everyone still tunes in to see what she does. She operates on a wavelength where controversy boosts relevance and relevance becomes tradition. Year after year, she proves that fame isn't just about being watched. It's about being impossible to ignore. You can dislike her impact, but you can't deny it. Sha'Carri making his Met debut was like the Oscars crashing into Bollywood with a designer budget. Even without speaking, he commands attention, a rare quality that only global legends seem to carry. His fans showed up in force online, reminding everyone that Hollywood doesn't hold a monopoly on superstardom. It was his first Met, but it felt like he'd been part of the guest list forever. The king of Bollywood simply doesn't do small moments. Doja Cat doesn't attend events, she disrupts them. She's the kind of celebrity that makes stylists both nervous and thrilled. Her creative choices off stage are just as loud as her chart toppers, and her unpredictability is part of the appeal. In an industry full of manufactured images, Doja brings raw chaos wrapped in charisma. She's one of the few who truly blur the line between artist and icon. Dua Lipa continues to glide through her pop domination era with the ease of a seasoned star. She shows up calm, collected, and headline ready. Her presence at the Met Gala always feels polished yet personal, like she knows she belongs and doesn't need to scream about it. There's a balance she brings, famous but not exhausting. It's a charisma that doesn't fade with the flashbulbs. Gigi has become a Met staple, and not just because she's a supermodel, though that obviously helps. She blends red carpet professionalism with that cool girl nonchalance that fashion insiders eat up. Gigi doesn't need to reinvent herself each year because her baseline is already several levels above. Her name alone guarantees coverage, and her appearances deliver time and again. Fame fits her like a tailored glove. Kylie shows up to the Met like it's just another day in the life of a billionaire influencer mogul. Her online presence ensures anything she wears, says, or side-eyes becomes instant news, while others chase relevance. Kylie builds it out of thin air and makeup launches. She knows exactly when to be subtle and when to serve spectacle. The Met is her playground, and she plays it with strategy. Miley's presence at the Met Gala always signals something unpredictable, and that's exactly why people love her. She has shed so many skins over the years that each reappearance feels like a reinvention. Her fame is baked into multiple generations now, from Disney Channel to glam rock. When she steps onto a red carpet, she brings a chaotic kind of comfort. You never know what you're getting, but you know it'll be something. Miley is the human version of a wild card. Janelle doesn't follow the Met Gala rules. She redefines them. She's one of the few stars whose entire persona is a performance, even when standing still. Her look is never just a look. It's a statement wrapped in metaphor, sealed with elegance. Fame may be fleeting for some, but Janelle's is earned, cemented, and continually evolving. Watching her is like watching art in motion. Serena carries a kind of fame that doesn't even need a red carpet. She's transcended tennis, sports, and even celebrity itself. When she appears at events like the Met Gala, it's not just about fashion, it's about presence. She's the definition of powerful poise, someone who can command silence with a glance. Serena isn't just a guest, she's a monument. Sydney has quickly carved out space as a Gen Z darling with old Hollywood charm. She's the kind of star people root for, which is rare in an age of internet cynicism. While still early in her career, she's managed to earn both critical respect and online obsession. At the Met, she gives off the vibe of someone who knows this is only the beginning. She's not just attending, she's ascending. Chappelle brought a burst of fresh energy to the Met Gala, and it didn't go unnoticed. She's not just another rising star, she's a vibe in human form. With a growing fan base and a rebellious approach to fame, she's building a name that sticks. Her Met debut was less about recognition and more about arrival. This is what the start of something big looks like. Doja's Met Gala moment was monumental for Desi representation. Known for his music and humility, he brings a grounded authenticity that contrasts beautifully with the over-the-top nature of the event. Fans around the globe celebrated his appearance not just as a win for him, but as a cultural milestone. He didn't need theatrics. His very presence made waves. Sometimes quiet power makes the loudest noise. Sha'Carri isn't just fast on the track, she's fast becoming a cultural force. As part of the host committee, she proved that athletes can dominate more than just arenas. Her flair and fearlessness translate seamlessly into the fashion world. People are watching her journey in real time, and she knows how to hold that gaze. She's not blending in, she's blazing through. Sabrina showed up to the Met Gala like she knew exactly what kind of moment she was creating. With her recent music success and ever-growing fan base, she's hitting her stride at just the right time. Her fame feels curated but still sincere, a rare combo. The Met red carpet felt like a checkpoint in her inevitable pop culture takeover. She is not just riding the wave. She is part of what's making it. Anne's return to the Met is always like seeing royalty step back onto the throne. She has a calm, elegant fame that doesn't scream. It whispers, and everyone still listens. Her roles may change, but her relevance never slips. She moves through fame like a veteran with nothing to prove. At this point, Anne doesn't chase trends. She defines them. Lisa's star power is impossible to ignore, whether she's on a stage or a red carpet. Her fan base spans continents, and her appeal is magnetic across cultures. At the Met, she blends global pop impact with quiet cool. She doesn't need to shout to be heard. Her presence alone starts conversations. Lisa is both an idol and trailblazer. Diana Ross appearing at the Met Gala is like a time machine of legendary status. She doesn't need to prove anything. Her legacy speaks louder than the music itself. It's not about relevance anymore. It's about reverence. When she walks in, younger stars become fans again. The Met is honored by her, not the other way around. Emma's transition from YouTube to high fashion is still one of the most surprising and strategic in recent memory. She's nailed that Gen Z irreverence while playing the fashion game like a pro. Her interviews' awkward charm and internet clout make her a unique kind of famous. Not traditional, but incredibly effective. Emma has created her own lane. Teyana moves through events like she choreographed them herself, confident, grounded, unforgettable. Her fame might not always be mainstream, but it's deeply respected. When she appears at the Met, it's more than fashion. It's movement, strength, and artistry all wrapped together. She's not just attending the party, she's reshaping it. Gina Alice brought a classical touch to a modern event. Known in high art circles, she's beginning to bridge that gap into broader public consciousness. Her Met appearance added a refreshing blend of elegance and intellect. She's not aiming to be loud, she's aiming to last. And that kind of fame tends to sneak up and stay. Adrienne's star continues to rise, and her appearance this year solidified her as a serious presence beyond Broadway. She carries a distinct grace mixed with the intensity of a seasoned performer. While newer to mainstream fame, she fits right in among legends. The Met is slowly recognizing talents like hers, and rightfully so. Watch this space. Sadie's fame has grown with each red carpet, and her Met Gala presence confirms she's here to stay. She's the kind of actress who commands attention with a glance rather than a spectacle. Youthful but wise, fresh but composed, Sadie feels like the future of serious Hollywood. She doesn't need volume, her silence has impact.